Before the tales of Lucifer's fall from heaven or Prometheus' theft of fire, a different kind of rebellion echoed across the vast steppes of Central Asia. In the ancient Turkic world, where the eternal blue sky was divine, a powerful spirit dared to challenge the supreme god, Tengri. This wasn't just a story of good versus evil, it was a cosmic struggle of creation, betrayal, and banishment that shaped the universe of the nomadic Turks. These myths, steeped in mysticism and primal energy, remain largely unknown to the modern world, overshadowed by the more familiar tales of Greek, Norse, or Christian lore. Yet, the story of Erlik Han and other spirits cast out by the sky god offers a hauntingly familiar yet exotically unique glimpse into a spiritual world where gods, demons, and humanity wrestle for balance. Welcome to the forgotten demons of Turkic mythology, a realm where the sky reigns supreme, and those who defy it are doomed to the shadows below. At the heart of ancient Turkic belief lies Tengri, the eternal blue sky, the supreme deity who embodies order, creation, and the boundless cosmos. In Tengrism, the shamanistic religion of the Turkic and Mongolic peoples, Tengri is not just a god but the very essence of the heavens. His name, derived from the Old Turkic word for sky or heaven, reflects his omnipresence, watching over the world from above. Tengri was the architect of existence, the one who set the stars in motion and gave life to the earth. Unlike the anthropomorphic gods of other pantheons, Tengri was abstract, almost impersonal, a force of divine will rather than a figure with human passions. Yet, his authority was absolute, and his judgment final. In Turkic cosmology, the universe was divided into three realms: the upper world of the heavens, ruled by Tengri, the middle world of humans and nature, and the lower world, a shadowy realm of spirits and death. Tengri's role was to maintain harmony across these realms, ensuring that creation followed his divine blueprint. But even in this ordered cosmos, rebellion stirred. The story of Tengri's supremacy is incomplete without the darker forces that challenged it, forces like Erlik Han, whose ambition set the stage for one of the most compelling tales of defiance in world mythology. Erlik Han, often simply called Erlik, is the dark heart of Turkic mythology, a figure of immense power and tragic ambition. Unlike the purely malevolent devils of Western traditions, Erlik is a complex character, both creator and destroyer, a being who straddles the line between god and demon. According to some versions of the myth, Erlik was one of Tengri's first creations, fashioned from mud or clay to assist in shaping the world. In other tales, he is a co-creator, a spirit born alongside the high gods, perhaps even a brother or son to Tengri or Kaira Han, another creator deity. Regardless of his origin, Erlik's story is one of hubris and exile. In the beginning, Erlik was not inherently evil. He was a craftsman of sorts, helping to mold the earth and its creatures. But his ambition grew unchecked. Some myths suggest Erlik sought to rival Tengri's power, attempting to create his own world or claiming dominion over parts of creation that belonged to the sky god. In one telling, Erlik boasted that his creations were superior, challenging Tengri's authority directly. In another, he tried to steal divine power or disrupt the cosmic order by meddling with humanity, tempting them toward chaos. Whatever the specifics, Erlik's defiance could not go unpunished. Tengri's response was swift and merciless. Erlik was cast out of the heavens, banished to the lower world, the shadowy, frigid realm of the underworld. Here, he became the ruler of the dead, presiding over a kingdom of lost souls, dark spirits, and malevolent forces. Yet, Erlik's role was not simply that of a villain. In Turkic belief, death and destruction are part of the cosmic cycle, and Erlik, as the lord of the underworld, serves a necessary function. He is not just a fallen spirit but a counterbalance to Tengri's light, a reminder that even in rebellion, there is purpose. His banishment mirrors the fall of Lucifer in Christian tradition or the chaining of Prometheus in Greek mythology, but Erlik's story is uniquely Turkic, less about absolute evil and more about the tension between order and chaos. Once exiled, Erlik did not fade into obscurity. Instead, he carved out a dominion in the lower world, a place of darkness and cold where the souls of the dead reside. In Turkic mythology, the underworld is not just a place of punishment but a complex realm with its own hierarchy. Erlik rules over a host of lesser spirits, often depicted as his children or minions, who carry out his will. These beings, sometimes called Erlik's sons, are associated with plagues, misfortune, and the temptations that lead humans astray. Yet, Erlik himself is not always portrayed as a tormentor. In some stories, he is a judge of souls, determining their fate based on their earthly deeds, much like Hades in Greek mythology. Erlik's appearance is as striking as his role. He is often described as a fearsome figure with a dark, horned visage, riding a black bull or commanding monstrous creatures. His domain is filled with imagery of decay, rivers of mud, frozen landscapes, and endless night. Yet, there's a poetic symmetry to his exile. Just as Tengri rules the boundless sky, Erlik governs the depths below, creating a dualistic balance that underpins Turkic cosmology. This duality makes Erlik more than a mere antagonist. He is a necessary force, a god who fell but never lost his divine spark. While Erlik is the most prominent rebel, other figures in Turkic mythology also challenge the divine order, often tied to the creator god Kara Han, or Kyra Han. Kara Han is a benevolent deity, sometimes conflated with Tengri or seen as a distinct creator who works in harmony with the sky god. In the creation myths, Kara Han shapes the world from chaos, forming mountains, rivers, and living beings. But his work is not without opposition. Erlik's interference often disrupts Kara Han's efforts, introducing flaws into creation or sowing discord among the first humans. Some lesser-known myths hint at other spirits who defied Tengri or Kara Han, though their stories are fragmented. These beings, often unnamed or vaguely described, are said to have been banished or destroyed for their rebellion. Unlike Erlik, who survives as a ruler in his own right, these spirits fade into the margins of the mythology, their names lost to time. Their existence, however, reinforces the theme of divine authority. Tengri and his allies tolerate no challenge to their rule. The punishment for rebellion is exile, transformation, or obliteration, a stark reminder of the sky god's power. Kara Han's role in these myths is particularly fascinating for its parallels with other creator gods. Like Enki in Sumerian mythology, who navigates the tensions between divine order and rebellious spirits, Kara Han is both a craftsman and a judge. His interactions with Erlik highlight the delicate balance of creation. Every act of defiance creates ripples that shape the world, from the imperfections of humanity to the existence of death itself. The myths of Tengri, Erlik, and Kara Han are more than ancient stories, they are windows into a worldview that sees the universe as a delicate balance of light and shadow, order and rebellion. Erlik's fall, in particular, is a timeless tale of ambition and consequence, a reminder that even the mightiest can be humbled by the sky god's will. Yet, there's a lingering question: what if these spirits, banished to the underworld, are not truly gone? What if their influence persists, not in the fires of a Christian hell, but in the unseen corners of the world, where the eternal blue sky still watches? In a world obsessed with rediscovering lost stories, the forgotten demons of Turkic mythology offer a chance to explore a spiritual tradition that is both alien and familiar. Their rebellion, their exile, and their enduring power speak to something universal: the struggle to find one's place in a cosmos governed by forces beyond our control. Perhaps Erlik still watches from below, waiting for the day when his story is told anew, not as a demon, but as a god who dared to dream too big.